Hey everyone, it's T-Lore, and today I wanted to do a brief demonstration on how weapon firing cycles work. For starters, energy weapons have a firing time and a recharge time. You can tell it's firing when you see the weapon animation, as well as you'll see a little countdown on how long it has left to fire. You can see the different turrets and dual beam banks that I have equipped here each have a little bit different firing cycle. But when it's done firing, it goes into recharge, which is a second hand that wraps around until the weapon is ready to fire again. As soon as it's ready to fire, if your weapons are on auto fire, it's going to go ahead and start shooting again. Firing weapons is an ability, and all abilities have an activation time. For example, the web cannon has a significant activation time during which other abilities can't be activated, including weapons. Anything already running will finish, but no new abilities can be activated until the web cannon is done. As soon as it is done, weapons start to fire normally again. Team abilities, such as Tactical Team, have a reputation for being bad choices to slot. Why is that? I have Science, Engineering, and Tactical Team running here, and you can see my weapons stop firing. However, as soon as the abilities are done being activated, weapons go back to firing normally. If we compare all 5 team abilities, Engineering Team, Tactical Team, Science Team, Pilot Team, and Intel Team, we can see all but Pilot Team have the same really long activation delay. We can get the same effect from using any set of abilities in sequence. We're not giving the weapons a chance to activate, and so they sit idle. Once abilities are no longer being activated, the weapons can once again fire. Activation times vary, but all Miracle Worker powers have a quarter-second activation time, as well as recursive shearing from Temporal Operative. Most powers have either no activation time or a half-second activation time, such as Tactical Attack Patterns, Emergency Power abilities, many Engineering and Science abilities, as well as Clean Getaway and Coolant Ignition from Pilot powers. 1-second activation times are noticeably longer, starting with Team powers except for Pilot Team, Endothermic Inhibitor Beam, Aux to Dampeners, Photonic Officer, Evade Target Lock, Viral Impulse Burst, and Tachyon Beam is pretty close to 1 second. Photonic Officer is the only one that we commonly use, and with the long activation time you do have to be careful. While not used often, Needs of the Many has a 2.5-second activation time. None of these powers are bad just because of their activation time, but you do have to be aware of their activation times and make sure that you allow enough time for your weapons to activate again so that they can start firing. As long as you activate these powers while your weapons are firing, you won't have any problems. If you activate them while your weapons are about to start firing again, that's when you'll start having problems with your weapons turning off. Now that you know what to look for, hopefully you can see that you need to give your weapons some time to activate, regardless of the abilities that you use. If this video helped you, consider liking and sharing this video, or subscribe to our channel. For more guides and builds, check us out at www.STOBetter.com.